But now in the flat, this is my front room. Normally it's got sofas. The sofa's been moved. This is the tables and the chairs that are supplied by the local church and various other people. And that's the piano Yuri was playing on and still will play on. Some of the stuff will come down and be replaced by more specifically Ukrainian stuff. But we're not forgetting it's Burns Day above all else, so we're not going to go full Ukrainian. This is our secondary room. This is going to be used as more a kind of soft play area for kids and all that, or just a more a kind of, I suppose, Starbucks type environment. We're going to have music and song, and not that your viewers will be interested, we've even got toilet facilities. And this is the kitchen proper. I'm not dwelling on this, it's a bit messy, but it will be clean, obviously, in due course. And yes, we are posh, but also generous with it, which helps when you're doing fundraisers to rich people rather than folk that are potted and well-intentioned. And this logo was designed by one of the Ukrainian refugees who is a graphic designer and interior designer, whose husband is currently serving with the Ukrainian army, apparently on a mission so sensitive that we have not to mention it. So don't mention it. Unless... none of this is any particular relevance. A lot of that will come down. But you can see that, if you see, this is the local butchers giving us the haggis. This is an official Scottish butcher haggis poster. So even the butchers are getting something out of it, I suppose. But they are giving us free haggis. But clearly there will be a certain commercial value to them. But we cannot mention such things with the BBC. See, honestly, just in the time we've been filming, that's 3 people I've noted stop, look at our poster and clock it. Without sounding arrogant, it's the only show in town as far as Dollar's concerned. And remember, you've got a school in Dollar with over 1,000 secondary school pupils at it. Well, very rich, but equally influential people. You can't afford to spend $9,000 on your kids if you've not done something. So there's a lot of government, business, political. The guy, Nicholas, who's one of the kind of co-organisers myself, used to work out of the British embassy in Belarus and was booted out by, I can't remember the name, is it Yanashenko, the kind of Belarusian Putin, personally ordered him out on the ground he was a nuisance. He really knows his stuff. He's the guy that's been speaking to the RAF. This is not nonsense. He personally knows people in the RAF. He's from some rich family who used to own the island of Egg, literally the entire island. He's very well connected, which means we can do things that bluntly other people wouldn't even think of. And as I say, without blowing my own trumpet, I play guitar, sing Burns songs reasonably well, so we've all bases covered, but Yuri is the star, no doubt about it. Yuri is your man. And I think by tomorrow it'll be semi-famous, because everyone will focus on Yuri. And his young family, he's got 3 daughters, all under the age of 9, one who's only, I think, 14, 15 months. She was 4 months when the Russians invaded. And Yuri was on the very first flight out of Ukraine because the Ukrainian government said, if you don't get out of here, pals, and the Russians get through, we cannot guarantee your safety, and you'll almost certainly be arrested. Because he's from the Donbass initially. So he's not just based in Kiev, he's a Donbass-based Baptist, which is non-establishment Christian preacher. You can imagine, there is no equivalent here these days, but British government, Scottish government used to lock up people like free-thinking ministers in our day, in the 18th, 19th century. So there's precedent. Right, sorry, I'm away.